Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that doesn't get nearly as much attention as it deserves. The silent yet powerful conviction behind one of the most underestimated projects in the crypto world, Internet Computer Protocol, better known as ICP. While the crypto market is often dominated by hype cycles, quick flips, and endless speculation, ICP holders and builders are showing a completely different level of commitment. And when you take a closer look, you start to understand why this project keeps gaining momentum beneath the surface. So let's break down everything from supply metrics to developer activity to technical charts and real-world use cases. Because the story unfolding here is a lot bigger than most people realize. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. Let's begin with something incredibly important: exchange supply distribution. According to the latest data analysis, only 11.19% of the entire circulating ICP supply is currently sitting on exchanges. To put that into perspective, that's about 60.56 million ICP on exchanges out of a total 541.02 million ICP supply. When you consider how low that percentage truly is, it becomes obvious that people aren't treating ICP like a token they plan to dump at the first sign of volatility. This level of scarcity on exchanges typically signals something deeper: long-term belief, steady accumulation, and a community that's focused on more than short-term price action. What this really shows is that ICP holders aren't traders chasing pumps. They're participants in an ecosystem they believe has real potential. In a crypto market where many are only hunting for the next meme coin breakout or 24-hour candle, that level of patience and dedication stands out. And interestingly, a post circulating on social media pointed out exactly this. Low exchange supply is often a sign of a building-focused community, one where contributors care more about innovation than chart watching. That's the kind of environment where real breakthroughs happen. Now, while fundamentals paint a solid picture, the technicals are also starting to line up in an exciting way. A well-known crypto analyst recently highlighted an intraday falling wedge pattern forming on ICP's chart. If you're not fluent in chart patterns, here's the simple version. A falling wedge is typically seen as a bullish reversal setup, suggesting a potential trend shift to the upside. And when you combine that technical picture with everything happening on the development side, the momentum becomes much more compelling. Some analysts are already talking about the possibility of a 70% upward move, with double-digit prices being mentioned as an achievable initial target over the next month if this breakout continues to hold. And yes, nothing is guaranteed in crypto. Patterns can fail, sentiment can shift, and the unexpected always happens. But when the technical breakout aligns with a strong fundamental base, that's when you pay attention. So far, ICP is trading firmly above the wedge resistance on the 2-day chart, which is exactly what traders look for when confirming a breakout. But let's move on to what is arguably the most impressive part of ICP's recent progress: developer activity. This is the area where Internet Computer is absolutely crushing the competition. According to GitHub data, ICP currently ranks number 1 in the entire crypto industry with 2,179 commits and over 100 active contributors. Let me highlight that again. Number 1. Not Ethereum, not Solana, not the chains you constantly hear about on crypto Twitter. ICP is leading the charts in real development work. This is one of the strongest indicators of a blockchain's long-term potential. Social media hype can be manufactured. Influencer shilling comes and goes, but actual code, active development, constant upgrades, and consistent contributions, those are things that can't be faked. When a project has this level of GitHub activity, it tells you that builders are deeply involved in improving the ecosystem, expanding its use cases, and strengthening the core technology. And in crypto, the projects with the strongest dev activity almost always shine in the next cycle. But technicals and development aren't the only things happening. There's also an interesting dynamic forming around key Fibonacci levels. Multiple analysts have noted that short positions are stacked around the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, a level where ICP has already been rejected twice. This kind of setup often creates explosive moves when the market pushes past resistance. If buyers manage to bounce from current levels, the targets being discussed include $4.70, $6.30, $7.80, $9.50, $11.50, and even $15.10 in more aggressive scenarios. Again, these are not promises. They're projections based on chart structure. But the chart structure is absolutely there. Moving on to something few people are discussing, but should be, real-world use cases, particularly those being spotlighted by ICP founder Dominic Williams. He recently talked about how internet computer technology is being leveraged to help companies manage and reuse carbon credits, a massive emerging sector tied to sustainability goals. This is the kind of real-world application that differentiates meaningful blockchain projects from the countless speculative ones. When blockchains begin solving real corporate and environmental issues, things like carbon tracking, sustainability management, and compliance automation, they evolve beyond tokens and become actual infrastructure. That's where ICP is positioning itself. And speaking of infrastructure, let's address one of the biggest issues plaguing the crypto industry this year: security breaches. More than $3.5 billion worth of crypto has been hacked in 2025 alone. That number is staggering. And yet, ICP is one of the few ecosystems that solved the majority of these security issues years ago. Its architecture eliminates many of the attack vectors that plague traditional smart contract chains. Some people even describe ICP's cybersecurity level as alien grade. And honestly, considering how often other networks get exploited, it's not an exaggeration. Analysts are saying it's time for projects to seriously consider migrating to ICP if they want real security. And when the market eventually recognizes that security is essential, not optional, ICP will already be far ahead of the pack. Now let's talk price movement again for a moment. Not too long ago, ICP was trading around $14, showing clear strength before the broader market correction. After a recent bounce, the price is back into a weekly demand zone, an area where institutional buyers often accumulate. ICP is also retesting an important structural level, something many traders see as a prime opportunity for early positioning. The $7.50 level remains the key line to watch. If ICP reclaims that level decisively, the next major targets become $12 and $14.50, which aligns perfectly with the larger chart structure. But beyond the numbers, charts, and price levels, the bigger story is the overall trajectory of the ICP ecosystem. This is a project that continued building, innovating, and strengthening its technology throughout the bear market, while others stagnated or disappeared. It has solved issues ranging from security to scalability to sustainability, often years ahead of competitors. And now, the market is beginning to notice. To wrap everything up, the signals surrounding ICP right now point to a project with unusually strong long-term conviction from its holders, exceptional developer activity, powerful real-world applications, and a technical structure that suggests potential upside if key levels continue to hold. Only 11% of supply sitting on exchanges shows accumulation, not speculation. Leading GitHub activity shows real development, not hype. Carbon credit systems and unmatched security highlight real-world utility, and technical patterns suggest momentum may be building. ICP isn't just another token, it's a project quietly preparing for the next major crypto cycle, and the foundation it's building today may be the reason it surprises a lot of people tomorrow. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.